What's going on, all my toy collectors and Van Damme fans out there? You know who it is. It's your boy Ox, and welcome to the Cave of Wonders. Now, today we're going to be taking a look at a JCVD, and if you don't know what that stands for Jean Claude Van Damme Gallery Diorama Statue by Diamond Select Toys. This statue right here is a Van Damme showing off his iconic outfit from the movie Bloodsport. And this is just one of the statues that Diamond Select has been releasing of Van Damme lately. They also released another one of Van Damme in his iconic outfit from the movie Kickboxer. Now, I'm a huge Van Damme fan. I was born in the 80s, so I grew up off his movies in the 80s and 90s, and I always watched all of his movies. I love them. They still have a place down here in the cave because he was just one of my favorite actors back when I was little, one of my favorite action actors when I was little, and that's why I show off all of his movies down here. So this statue is going to be really cool to display next to all of these different movies. Let's go ahead and unbox this really cool statue. Now, starting off with the front of the box, you guys can see really big right here. It says JCVD World. That stands for Jean Claude Van Damme World, letting you know that this statue is going to be the statues that they're going to be releasing are going to be in the world of Jean Claude Van Damme. So they're not going to have any movie logo on it. They're not going to say Bloodsport, Kickboxer, Street Fighter, anything like that on there, because I don't think they have the rights to the movies, but they do have rights to the actor, and that's why they're going to be throwing him in different outfits from those movies. They're not going to be promoting those movies just because I don't think they have the rights to those. Okay, this is a PVC diorama statue. I've already measured the box out for you guys. It measured out to almost 12 inches tall by 8.5 inches long by 7.5 inches in depth. So that's how much shelf space you're going to need if you're going to be displaying this in the box. Right up here, it just says Gallery Diorama Statue. Like I said, this isn't a figure. You're not going to be able to articulate it or move it around. It's just going to be in one pose, okay? Ages 14 and up, adult collector, not a toy. Just let you know some warning issues in case you guys need it. This is the side of the packaging, and as you guys can see on the side and on the front, you guys can see a clear package window of the statue that's inside. On the back, it just shows you what the statue actually is going to look like, and then a little read up on Jean Claude Van Damme. In case you guys don't know, you guys can go ahead and screenshot that or use your cell phone and look them up yourself. This right here is a barcode in case you guys need it. Let's go ahead and crack Van Damme out of the box. And here's the statue all out of the box. There's nothing you guys have to put together. It's just already put together like this. There's no like pegs you guys have to, stick his feet inside or parts of his arms or anything like that. It's all already put together. Now, like I said, this thing is PVC, so it's not like, really hard glass or anything like that, or really hard porcelain or nothing like that. And as you guys can see, it's not wobbly, but if you guys hit it, it kind of vibrates because you can see where that foot is basically like glued into place down here. So, don't think it's just going to break really easy or nothing like that. Now, if you guys drop it, this piece might possibly break off, but it's pretty hard PVC, so I don't see it just easily breaking or, tipping over on your shelf for any random reason, or like bending right here at the foot, okay? Now, I've already measured this statue out for you guys. It measured out to almost 12 inches tall, so like 11 7/8 or something like that. Now, that's up here to the top of the foot. If you guys want to just measure the base, like I ended up needing the base. That's what I wanted to know, how big the actual base was, and I couldn't find any people who did reviews that reviewed this statue that actually measured out the base for me. They just measured how tall it was. So if you're wondering how big the base is, it measured out to 5.5 inches long by 5.5 inches long. So it's 5.5 inches all the way around. But keep in mind that these little pieces of wood right here to this piece right behind him, they are going to stick out further than 5.5 inches. So if you guys do need that, I'll go ahead and measure it out for you guys. But that actually isn't what I ended up needing. So I ended up measuring out to 7 inches. So it's 7 inches long as far as the wood goes right here, from this big piece of wood to this big piece of wood right over here. All right. So keep that in mind. I just needed to know how much room I needed in order for it to sit on top of a little shelf right here. But yeah, an awesome looking statue, man. I really love this thing. I think it costed me $59.99. I think that's how much the other statue is, the one of him in his outfit from Kickboxer. Now, like I said earlier, obviously they don't have the movie rights, but these are the shorts and this little yellow belt right here, and this is how he had his hair and how he looked and everything inside that movie when he ended up fighting the villain of that movie. And you guys can see this little this little, I don't know what it's called, but you know, something they end up hitting, like a little bell or whatever, a little dong, basically. You guys can see that it does have a real metal chain right here, so this thing can swing back and forth if you guys need it to. But you know, this isn't real, it's just plastic, but the chain is actually really real metal. This isn't real wood, it's all PVC. So you know, it just meant to look like wood with all the lines and paintwork and stuff like that in there. All right. Now, like I said, you're not going to get any kind of articulation or anything like that. But let's go ahead and take a look at the face and see if it looks like Van Damme. Now, it does look like Van Damme as far as the face goes. I'm not a big fan of the eyes. I feel like they could have did a lot better on those eyes. I feel like, I know he's supposed to be looking off to the side and kind of looking up like he's kicking somebody. I feel like that eye just maybe should have been bigger or something, like right in the middle. I feel like the eyes should have been bigger. They should have did a little bit better painting on the eyeballs. I understand that they're, you know, not working with a lot, but I've seen them do really good jobs with action figures, not from Diamond Select. Well, even Diamond Select, like with their Marvel Diamond Select figures and stuff. So I know that they could have did a really, really good job on that face, a better job on that face, actually. Now, I might go ahead and just grab my own black wash and throw a little bit of black wash in here just to show off some more textures of his muscles and stuff like that. Like I said, I am a big fan of Van Damme. I have basically all of his movies. So this is going to be a really cool statue. I'm definitely going to grab the other one. That way I can display it with all of my movies. But yeah, you guys can see, like I said, this is how his hair looked. And they did a really good job at sculpting the hair. You guys can see a little bit of, you know, different colors in there. So it's, you know, and then the swivel lines for the hair, all the muscle detail in his hands and everything like that. Now, if you guys are wondering, right here and right up here at the top of his arm, you guys can see where this is two different pieces of the statue. They probably glued his arm right into there and then glued his other arm right into here. So that's what those lines are right there by his bicep, okay? Like I said, he doesn't end up coming off of here, so you guys can't pull him off. This little background right here doesn't come off either. If you guys are wondering what it looks like underneath, like I said, it's just hollow plastic right there. And this right here is probably where, you know, the top pieces ended up hooking down into there and then gluing in. Same with his foot right here. His foot kind of just sets down in there probably, all right? But yeah, man, really awesome looking statue. It's not going to take up too much room. If you guys are an action star, an action fan of the 90s and 80s, this would definitely be a really cool statue because, like I said, I'm a huge Van Damme fan, and I have all those movies, and I want to display them, so it's really cool that they ended up coming out the statue. That way I can start, you know, showing some love to him because, like I said, I grew up watching his movies, and I really still to this day love his movies. I make my son Cam watch them all the time just because I'm like, man, this guy was so cool to me when I was little, you know, him and Patrick Swayze. So I'm really happy to actually have this statue. But I'm going to go ahead and leave a link in the description below where you guys can find this statue and the other one that they did for the movie Kickboxer in case you guys decide to go ahead and pull the trigger and buy it. I'm going to go ahead and get the one from Kickboxer myself, or maybe request it as a Christmas gift from somebody to see if maybe I can get it, because like I said, it does cost around $59.99. It would have been nicer if they were lower, maybe $39.99, but I understand they have to pay the actor for his likeness rights and stuff like that. But either way it goes, I was getting the statue, so I'm really happy to have it in my collection. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Till next time, stay cool, because I'm planning on building a huge Van Damme display